Yo, good stuff. I got the plays for Thursday Night Football. I got two plays in this video we're going to hop into very quickly. First, before we do, make sure to drop a like on this video. Like always, it's free. It just takes 1 second. It helps me out so much, so I'd really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post these free picks for you guys every single day. We've been doing pretty well on the channel recently, so make sure to subscribe so you miss any of the future videos. With that being said, if you guys are new to the channel or if you've been watching the last few videos, look right here. If you live in any one of the yellow states on this map right here, listen to me. Just give me a minute to explain it. You guys are going to make some free money, so thank God you clicked on this video, okay? We're going to get all you guys some free money if you live in any one of these yellow states, and you're going to start making even more money. What I mean by that is if you live in any one of those states, that means you could download the Sleeper or more specifically, the Parlay Play app right here. So both these will be linked down below, but when you download these apps, they ask you right away if you have a promo code. When you use and type in code GHOST before you deposit on these apps, they will each give you a $100 deposit match each. So if you get both apps right now, that is $200 for free going into this Thursday Night Football game that you can use to bet with on these plays I'm about to give you guys. So again, links are down below. This is what it looks like on the App Store. You just have to make sure to use code GHOST before you deposit. Obviously, Sleeper has a 0.5 free square on their app right now as well. So if you use this right now, you get $100 and a free square for this Thursday Night Football game. So I highly recommend it. It's the best advice I could give you guys. If you're already on these apps, I would totally recommend you guys going, getting a friend on, family members on. Personally, I took all these different apps, used the deposit matches on all of them, told my friends, family members about it. I made a couple $1,000 sports betting right when I started just using deposit matches. So I'm telling you guys, very important. Make sure to do it. So if you're already on these apps, go get someone else to get on. When they use code GHOST, they get free money as well. But I'm telling you guys, $200 in a free square to start off with on Thursday Night Football. Takes probably 5 minutes to set up. Those links are down below. Just make sure to use code GHOST. And we're going to talk about it more throughout the video like we have been the last few videos. But the payouts on Parlay Play are the best out of any app for the football season. I've been telling you guys that for about a week now. I'm going to show you again in this video. We're going to bounce back and forth between Prizepicks and Parlay Play so I could show you how much better the payouts are over on Parlay Play. But with that being said, let's hop into the two plays I got today. So first play we're going to, because it's Arizona versus Seattle. It's at Arizona in this game. We got to go to Jackson Smith right here. So we got to go to JSN for the first play. We're going to be taking him over 84.5 yards. And when you go to his plays overall, I mean, there's so many different things you could take, and there's just so many different, plays that are looking really good for him right now. If you don't know, the Cardinals right now, really bad pass defense. So not only has JSN been absolutely killing it to start the season off, I mean, he's gone basically 100 yards in the first 3 games of the season straight here. Playing the Cardinals, if you watch their last few games, I just watched the Niners and Ricky Pearsall go for like 8 receptions, 117 yards on them, which is insane. And then the game before that, you had Trey McBride had like 6 catches, 100 yards on them. Even the first game of the season going up against the Saints, I mean, they also allowed Chris Olave to get like 7 receptions and like 54 yards or something like that, which also isn't great either. So overall, they have just been a very bad defense against wide receivers. Right now, literally giving up the second most receiving yards in the entire league. The first right now, I want to say, is Dallas after that Bears game, which was stupid. After the Giants and Bears game, Dallas is by far and away giving up the most, passing and receiving yards so far this season. But the Cardinals honestly aren't too far behind them. They're in second, giving up the most passing yards in the entire season right now. So I love taking wide receivers going up against the Cardinals, especially in a primetime game on the road. You're going to have to go to your main guy, who's also on fire, like I mentioned, 100 yards to start the season in basically all 3 games right there. So JSN's on fire. I mean, like I was talking about, you could really look at any one of his things. I mean, 9.5 targets is also a pretty good play. 7 receptions, good. I mean, I think there was one other one that 1.5 halves to get 25 yards. So he just needs at least 25 receiving yards in the first and second half. That also seems like a really good play. It's not on many apps, but on Prizepicks, it looks like a pretty solid play right there. He needs 1 reception in each quarter. That's also a really interesting play. So I like JSN over on 84.5 yards. Like I mentioned, we're going to go back and forth between Prizepicks and Parlay Play to be checking the payout. So we're going to go to JSN first here, and we're just going to throw him in just so I can kind of show you guys. We're going to go to his receiving yards right here, and I want to say it was 84 on Prizepicks. So it's 83.5 on Parlay Play. On Prizepicks, it's 84.5. So you get 1 yard better on Parlay Play right there to start off with. another good example as to why you should have multiple different apps, because these lines are always different. So we get 84 yards on Prizepicks, 83 yards on Parlay Play. The second play, we're going to be going to Trey McBride here, and we're going to be taking him over his targets at, I want to say, 8.5 right here. So when you look at Trey McBride, especially if you guys watched him last season, the second half of last season, he was going over this almost every single game. These last two games, he had 7 targets against the Panthers and then 8 targets against the Niners, so barely missed both those games. Before these 2 games where he went under right here, he hit this over 7 out of his last 8 games going back to last season, right before these last 2 games. So even though he's coming off 2 games where he missed with 7 and 8, I do think he's going to bounce back here and have 9+ targets in this game. Very rare do you see Trey McBride go 3 straight games with less than 9 targets, especially because Seattle is not only the worst team fantasy points wise, just because I like looking at fantasy points when we're looking at defenses, because it talks about everything: yards, receptions, touchdowns. So fantasy wise, Seattle is the worst defense in the entire league against tight ends so far this season. Not only are they the worst against tight ends, they are the second best against wide receivers this year. So when Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, who in my opinion are going to be losing this game for a good amount of the game, when they're forced in a passing situation, which again, I think they're going to be a lot of the second half, they're going to have to pass the ball. They're going to be going to Trey McBride a ton because they're really bad at defending tight ends, really good at defending wide receivers. So I think they're going to throw to Trey McBride. Kyler Murray's going to hit him. I think he should have a classic Trey McBride game here where he has, 11 to 16 targets. Would not shock me if we see 13 to 14 targets to Trey McBride in this game, especially primetime game at home. I think he's definitely going to have a classic Trey McBride game. Really quick, I want to mention there's one other play that I was looking at for Trey McBride specifically, and we're going to go to, it's kind of a weird play, but I saw it last second, so I want to show you guys. On Prizepicks, if you go over to the category for the NFL first half, and then you look up Trey McBride over here, you're going to find his fantasy score at 6.5 in the first half, which, look at this graph right here. He plays so well in first halves of games. I don't know why, but look right here. I mean, he's going over almost every game. He didn't get a touchdown in any of these first halves right here other than the San Francisco game, and he's still killing it. So if he somehow gets a touchdown in the first half, obviously this is a lock to go over, but he doesn't need a touchdown at all. I mean, this is 3 receptions for 36 yards in the first half. You could also take his first half yards right here, which looks fantastic. I mean, he only missed 1 game, and it was by 2 yards, and that was the last game of the Niners. So if you guys want to, kind of explore in the first half department with Trey McBride, I don't mind that at all. I think it's kind of interesting. I'm just personally going to stay away from it just because the first half player props can kind of be weird sometimes. So we're going to go over to Parlay Plan. I'm going to show you guys real quick. If you go to Trey McBride and we put in his exact same line over here at 8.5 targets, you guys are going to see the payout right now. So if I put $100 on it on Parlay Play, it's going to pay me out $326. Over on Prizepicks, it is going to pay out obviously $300. So already, if we hit this play today, it's going to pay out $26 more on Parlay Play. And this isn't just a coincidence. This has happened. I think I've done this like 3 or 4 videos in a row now. Every single video, I put the exact same play in over on Parlay Play, and it's paying out more every single time. So I'm telling you guys, if you bet daily, you love betting on the NFL or college football or even both, you have to get on the Parlay Play app. Over time, when you keep cashing, it's going to pay you out a little bit more here, a little bit more there. And over time, you're going to make so much more money hitting your bets over on Parlay Play than Prizepicks. And again, it's available in all these states right here. So if you live in any one of these states, make sure you have this app. Link is down below. Just make sure when you sign up, use code GHOST. They will give you $100 to start off with. Also, I do think there's a discount in the NFL right now. So yeah, you got a Sam Darnold discount, which is really good. Like I said, Cardinals are giving up the second most passing yards in the season right now, and he's discounted all the way down to 195 passing yards. So you get a nice little Sam Darnold discount. You get a better payout forever, and you're getting $100 to start off with today. You just have to make sure to use code GHOST to get your free money and get that Sam Darnold discount. And then obviously, like I mentioned, you could also use code GHOST on Sleeper. They will still give you $100 and a free Kyler Murray square as well. They also have really good payouts. I've talked about that before in the past. But with that being said, just make sure if you live in one of these states, you get on these apps, use code GHOST to get free $200 and a free square. Other than that, just make sure to drop a like on this video. I always appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm really hoping we could bounce back here on Thursday Night Football. Monday Night Football, We were super close. Derrick Henry absolutely screwed us. We needed him to get 15 fantasy score to cash. He had 10 in the first half, ended with 11. So we got absolutely screwed by Derrick Henry, hoping we could bounce back here and cash this play on Thursday Night Football. With that being said, guys, these are the bets I got for Thursday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.